In a serene village surrounded by towering bamboo forests, there lived a young monk named Yuki. He was eager and full of curiosity, constantly asking questions and seeking to understand the world around him. Yuki's mind was always buzzing, and his words flowed like an endless river, rarely pausing for reflection. One day, Yuki's teacher, Master Daichi, noticed the young monk's restless nature. Daichi was known for his calm demeanor and deep wisdom, which he shared with those who came to him with open hearts and quiet minds. He decided it was time for Yuki to learn a lesson that could not be taught with words. "Yuki," Master Daichi said, "tomorrow, we will embark on a journey into the mountains. But there is one rule: you must remain silent throughout our journey, not speaking a single word." Yuki, surprised by the unusual request, nodded eagerly, believing the task to be simple. The next morning, they set out at dawn, the first rays of sunlight filtering through the trees as they walked along the narrow path into the mountains. At first, Yuki found the silence comforting, a break from his usual chatter. He marveled at the beauty of the landscape, the towering peaks, the rustling leaves, the distant call of a bird. But as the hours passed, he began to feel uneasy. Thoughts swirled in his mind, questions and observations he longed to voice. Yet, each time he glanced at Master Daichi, walking peacefully beside him, he remembered the rule and held his tongue. As they continued deeper into the mountains, Yuki's frustration grew. His mind raced with thoughts he couldn't express, and he felt as if he might burst from the pressure of his unspoken words. But Daichi remained silent, his step steady and his expression serene. When they finally reached a secluded spot high in the mountains, Daichi stopped and sat on a large rock, overlooking a crystal-clear lake. Yuki followed suit, sitting beside him. The young monk was exhausted, both physically and mentally, from the effort of maintaining silence. As they sat in stillness, the sun began to set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink. The world around them seemed to slow down, and for the first time, Yuki truly noticed the rhythm of his own breath, the gentle breeze against his skin, and the subtle sounds of nature, things he had always been too distracted to fully appreciate. In that silence, Yuki's mind began to quiet as well. The questions that had seemed so urgent earlier faded into the background. He felt a deep sense of peace wash over him, a connection to the world around him that he had never experienced before. Without the noise of his own thoughts and words, he could simply be. After a long time, Master Daichi turned to Yuki and spoke softly, "Do you understand now, Yuki? Silence is not an absence of words, but a presence of awareness. When we are silent, we can hear the world more clearly, and in that stillness, we find a deeper understanding." Yuki nodded, his heart filled with gratitude and newfound clarity. He realized that his constant talking had been a way to avoid truly listening, not just to others, but to himself and to the world around him. As they descended the mountain, Yuki's steps were lighter, and his mind was calm. He no longer felt the need to fill every moment with words. He had learned that in silence, there is a profound wisdom, a wisdom that speaks not through the noise of thought, but through the quiet of mindfulness. From that day on, Yuki practiced silence daily, discovering that in the stillness, he could hear the true voice of the world, and within it, his own heart.